Okay, welcome back to Gary's Garage. This is the final episode of the Milwaukee power scraper build. We're going to start here at my KK Calamar lapping setup. This here will lap carbide. It's got a diamond stone inside there. It's a very old machine. I think it's probably from the 60s or 70s. And I got here a brazed piece of carbide that I brazed on a chunk of mild steel, and that is actually going to be the tip. It's 30 millimeters with a gentle curve on it, and I'm just going to hone that a little bit on the grinder and or lapping machine. And what I do is I lap it with the machine turning in this direction, so that when you put it's set at a 5-degree angle, so that the diamond cuts up into the edge instead of away. Apparently that's the proper way to cut or to lap diamond. So anyway, a little bit of WD-40 or kerosene will work just fine, and go from there. Okay, that's all it should take. Clean that up and bring you over to the machine. Alright, so we're back. So here's the final machine. What's been holding me back on doing this last episode is that I couldn't find a strap that would work, or make a strap that would work and attach to the machine properly. And reason being is that you want something that can lift up or hold the machine so that you can lift it up a little bit. It's too difficult to just do that with your hand. So I had this strap. I keep some of these things laying around, and it actually just fits perfectly. See if I can get this on my hand. So this is the blade, and this is the bit, the carbide bit. I'm just going to screw that together. And I could orient this in two directions, because there's two cutting surfaces here and here. And there's a 5-degree bevel. So what I do is I just hone it on the machine, and there's 5 degrees on each side, so I can just flip it around. Then this guy just fits right in here. Just snug that up, and it's nice and solid. And overall, the whole machine basically looks like this. There we go. Looks like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice. I already started a little bit on my table saw my cast iron surface on my table saw, and I really don't care about this anyway, but it's a good place to actually get a little bit of practice to see how this thing works. But what I've been finding, and I think this probably applies to the Biax as well too, or any of these power scrapers that people build, is if you don't hold it just right against the surface that you're cutting, and say you have it tilted a little bit too much towards one side or the other, it will dig in. So you really need to, what I've been finding, the farting around that I've been doing, is that you really need to keep it nice and flat right in the middle as you move around. It's actually more difficult to use than I thought it would be, but it takes just a little bit of practice to get the hang of it. And so I've been farting around for about 20 minutes. To do the rest of this cast iron surface, and it does start to work once you get a little bit of practice. But I just wanted to do this short video right here to see what it looks like in action. And yeah, it's been a real cool project. Really happy I made it. And let me just zoom in a little bit and get you in a bit of a closer view. Hopefully that should work. And yeah, it'll be a bit loud, but see if I can get some more light in here as well. There we go. And let's fire up and see what happens. Alrighty, so it definitely takes some cast iron off there. I'm going to pull the camera off. Let's see if you can get a better view. Alright, so that's the corner I just hit right there. See if I can get the light to reflect a little better. Yeah, that might work. So I just hit this corner right here, right up to about there. I'll zoom back a little bit. There we go. And I think you can sort of see with the light reflecting what the pattern looks like. So obviously, when you get better at it, it's easier to get this in a straight line, because I suck at it right now. But it definitely does work. It definitely does work, and it's fast, and that's what is really awesome. I'm going to zoom in, see if this works at all by zooming in really close. There we go. So you can see some patterns there with it zoomed in. Gives you a better idea of what it's doing. But it's a nice wide scrape. I would say each one of those scrapes is about I don't know, 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch square, or maybe 5/16. So it's nice and wide, and I do have a smaller blade as well too for tighter stuff. But this is good to just get your big surfaces done and scraped, and then apply a granite surface to this to start doing all the bluing and all that. So here's some of the other work that I did earlier in the day, and I went in different directions as well too, so that gives better coverage. And this right here is with a smaller carbide bit, and it's about I would say the scrapes are about 1/8 of an inch wide. So you can do thinner scrapings as well too. But the main purpose, or the main tool that I'll have on here, is the wider carbide blade, and then after that, just go by hand to do some of the finishing work. Anyway, so there we go. That is the Milwaukee / Biax conversion right there. Got the strap, got my carbide blank in there, and yeah, it works great. So anyway, hope that everybody found this interesting. See you later.